Glory and praise to God. This is Virgil Humes, pastor at New Hope Baptist Church, with your checklist for life on this Wednesday afternoon. From the Ultimate Handbook of Timeless Wisdom and Foolproof Strategies for Making the Most of Your Life's Challenges and Opportunities. Today, I want to talk about your attitude toward work. Your attitude toward work. Meet the boss. Meet the boss. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 7, the scripture says, "Do your work with enthusiasm. Work as if you were serving the Lord, not as if you were serving only men and women." Meet the boss. If you took a random survey of working folks, you probably discover more than half of the people don't really like their jobs. Many people might even say that they despise their work. Perhaps that's why the idea of working for the weekend is so popular in American culture. People want to get away from the workplace as soon as possible. Unfortunately, that kind of attitude can eat away at a person's ability to perform their job well. And I really don't want to be here. An employee will often choose to do just enough work or give just enough effort to get by. Again, let me say that one more time. And I really don't want to be here. Employee will often choose to do just enough work or give just enough effort to get by. Perhaps you felt this way about your job from time to time as well. According to the Bible, just enough isn't good enough. Paul addressed this issue in a sweeping statement to the church at Colossae when he encouraged the Christians there to do everything as if they were working for who? Working for the Lord. Evaluate your current work habits. Do you show up on time at work? And do you work the expected number of hours? Do you use your time efficiently? Are you focused on the task at hand? Do you anticipate problems and attempt to avoid them whenever possible? If you're already doing these things, look for ways to do them even better. Begin speaking positively about your job. If you already like your work, you got this one nailed. But if you've been generally unhappy with your job, it's time to look for positive points. A steady job of any kind is a good thing because, if nothing else, it helps to feed, clothe, and house you and your family. What other good things can you say about your work? Brainstorm as big a list as possible about the things you like about your job. Then focus on those positives instead of on the negatives. Consider the bigger purpose of your job. Does the company produce or the organization produce something that adds value to your lives and the lives of others? So far as that product is compatible with your values, be passionate about it. Look beyond your piece of work puzzle to the bigger picture. Look at your role as an employee. Your example of excellence can speak volumes to both your employer and your fellow colleagues. Perhaps one way you can make a difference is simply by being that example for somebody else. Working as if God may seem like a daunting task, but it's extremely rewarding that you know that you're working as unto the Lord and not as unto men and women. Who knows? You can even be picked for a promotion because of your good work attitude. Just don't forget who your new boss is. Don't forget who your boss is. Your boss is God. Again, do your work with enthusiasm. Work as if you were serving the Lord, not as if you were serving only men and women. Now, here are a few affirmations for you. Some I will affirmations. First, consider what it means to work as if working for God. That's the affirmation I want you to consider. I will consider what it means to work as if working for God. The second affirmation, I will focus on the positive aspects of my job. I will focus on the positive aspects of my job. And thirdly, I will look for ways to be a good example at work. I will look for ways to be a good example at work. Here are a few assignments for you, things to do. The first assignment is this: talk with your supervisor or your coach and ask how you can improve as an employee. Secondly, make a list of the top 10 good things about your job. And thirdly, sign up for a class or find a specific resource that can improve your work skills. That's called job development. And here's a scripture I want you to remember, found in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men, women, boys, or girls, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. And here's a scripture. Here's a thought for you today. The best worship, however, is stout working. Hard work is a thrill and a joy when you're in the will of God. Hard work is a thrill and a joy when you are in the will of God. God bless you. And remember, have a positive attitude toward work. Meet your new boss. Your boss is not maybe who gives you your check. Your boss is really God. So if you please God, everybody else will fall in line. God bless you and have a wonderful day.